Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor endangers Sheila's life by betraying her. Sheila feels that Taylor has rescued both her life and her marriage to Deacon Sharp. Sheila genuinely thinks Taylor has been attempting to get Deacon to reconsider their marriage. Regretfully, Taylor hasn't taken any such action. It has nothing to do with Sheila. Taylor is simply pushing Deacon away because of their romantic love for one another. When Sheila finds out that Taylor has fallen in love with Deacon, she won't be pleased. When Sheila finds out that Taylor wanted to be with Deacon but had to make sure he was over her first, she will feel foolish. Will Sheila break in and discover the truth about their meetings by reading Deacon's files? Sheila will visit Taylor's clinic once more and inform her that since she is a Deacon's doctor, they cannot be friends. Taylor would be in violation of the privacy of patient information. Despite being married to Deacon, Sheila is not granted access to his personal health records. In addition to refusing to be her buddy, Taylor will not divulge information. Sheila will be really furious by Taylor's choice and create a lot more trouble with her behavior. Will Taylor be able to live? If Taylor crosses that boundary, Sheila has already threatened to murder her. Who is going to initiate more intimacy in their relationship? Will Sheila pursue Taylor and Deacon in an attempt to apprehend them? Deacon and Taylor have come dangerously close to going too far on several occasions. Naturally, this might indicate that Deacon and Sheila are breaking up. When Deacon and Sheila give in to the passion that has been growing for months, will they still be together? Sheila will undoubtedly monitor them and probably wait for Deacon and Sheila to decide to put an end to their emotional conflict. Sheila, however, may consider this to be the ultimate betrayal and may pursue both Deacon and Taylor. Thursday spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor declines Sheila's friendship. Bill and Brooke's mission. By Heather Hughes on comments. Post a comment. Related, The Bold and the Beautiful television spoilers soap opera. 18. Thursday, December 11th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor rejects Sheila's friendship. Bill and Brooke's mission. According to Thursday's spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor Hayes declines Sheila Sharp's friendship, and Bill Spencer and Brooke Logan Forrester will be on a mission. Taylor will keep trying in her office to persuade Sheila that it would be a terrible idea to crash the wedding. Taylor won't want Sheila to ruin Hope Logan and Liam Spencer's big day by showing up. Taylor might discuss that on Thursday's show since it would reverse any progress Sheila has made in mending her marriage to Deacon Sharp. Taylor won't want Sheila to make an irreversible mistake as a result of her outburst. But Taylor will also want to be transparent about the current state of her relationship with Sheila. Sheila will appear to be seeking friendship, but Taylor will squash any hope she may have of becoming best friends. Taylor will argue that her patient comes first because she is Deacon's therapist. Although Sheila's insane tendencies and their bad past may possibly be underlying issues, Taylor will use that as an excuse for why she can't be friends with Sheila. Bill and Brooke will be working to make Liam and Hope's special day even more memorable at the Spencer house. Before the vow exchange, Brooke and Bill will want to give some speeches as the bride's mother and the groom's father. Before Hope and Liam exchange rings, Beth Spencer, Jordan Gracie, will lead them through their vows after Brooke and Bill have finished their tasks. It's nice that Sheila won't prevent Liam and Hope from getting married because they will be able to say, "I do." However, it won't be long until the wedding reception begins, which may present Sheila with more opportunities to disrupt. Since they have both chosen to forego the remarriage ceremony, Ridge Forrester will attempt to make amends with Eric Forrester in the interim. Ridge will then have the chance to express how much he has learnt from Eric over the years. The forced retirement problem caused some tension between Eric and Ridge recently, but Ridge doesn't want his father to think he doesn't value him. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge and Eric will have another crucial discussion. Keep checking back to see if they make any headway. Make CDL your go-to source for Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. Hope's wedding, Sheila's loss, and Ridge's apology. Spoilers for Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful are available. Fans can anticipate Ridge Forrester attempting to put things right in tomorrow's episode. Taylor Hayes declines to be friends with Sheila Carter Sharp. Hope Logan also starts to make his way down the aisle. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera as we continue to read. Let's begin with Liam Spencer and Hope. As the bride walks down the aisle, The two will begin their wedding. The wedding has everyone giddy with anticipation. Both the bride's father and the kids find it thrilling. Although Hope and Liam had previously tied the knot, Deacon Sharp will be walking his daughter down the aisle for the first time. Sheila has cornered Taylor over at the hospital. Sheila is furious that she wasn't invited to the wedding, while they are alone in the workplace. Taylor needs to watch what she says because Sheila is becoming upset over this. According to spoilers for tomorrow's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor will worry that Sheila will ruin the wedding. Sheila snaps after alerting the waitress. Sheila is referred to as insane by the psychologist. Fans are aware that Sheila finds it offensive when the word is used. Returning to Taylor, she informs Sheila that since she is Deacon's therapist, they cannot be friends. Sheila might point out that Taylor and Deacon are buddies, though. It will be difficult for Taylor to defend this one. It might be the start of Shecon's demise, depending on Taylor's response. Bill Spencer and Brooke Logan Forrester speak while Hope and Liam proceed with their wedding. The groom and Bridge then switch rings. Will they tie the knot, or might Sheila ultimately ruin the wedding? Deacon will never be able to forgive her if she does. Stay closely because it will also reverse all of Sheila's efforts to change. Will Thomas Forrester return to Sally Spectra's romance? It is obvious that we are discussing the prospect of Thomas Forrester going back to this made-up town of Los Angeles in order to have a romantic relationship with Sally Spectra. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Sally might return if Eric Forrester asks her to assist him in launching his new fashion brand. Rich Forrester is making every effort to force his father out of the company, so he may take total control of Forrester Creations, as many viewers of the show are already aware. Because of this, there's a risk that Eric may bring Sally back, which will undoubtedly bring Thomas Forrester back. Even though Thomas undoubtedly adores his father Ridge, he is more inclined to support his grandfather Eric, particularly after witnessing the injustice he has been subjected to at Forrester Creations. Sally and Thomas may possibly reunite as a result of this entire plot. And even though nobody should have any issues with that, they will. If there's one thing we've discovered about the Logan sisters, and Hope Logan in particular, it's that they constantly desire what they are unable to obtain. Almost everyone will be impacted by this new fashion house. It's unclear if Thomas will return home from Paris, but given how much his family needs him at the moment, it's likely that he will do so sooner rather than later. Stay tuned for more. Elektra is shocked by Will's unexpected departure. And is Bill's wish granted? Fans are aware that Bill is now on a winning streak in terms of accomplishing his objectives. Bill is feeling hopeful about his family's future now that Luna Nozawa's danger has been neutralized and Katie Logan is back in his arms. Bill, of course, is equally excited for Will and Katie to ultimately work with him at Spencer Publications. It seems that Katie may soon give in given her mounting dissatisfaction with Forrester Creations. Katie's return to Spencer might not be far off, which would be another victory for Bill. Bill will maintain his remarkable run of successful outcomes if Will likewise shows up at Spencer. Nothing would please Bill more than for Will to take up his proper position in the family business. Bill would be genuinely delighted to see Will working with Liam Spencer on a daily basis. In order to make sure Will understands the advantages of leaving, Bill might need to make a stronger case. As part of his case, Bill can highlight how Rich Forrester and Brooke Logan mistreated Katie. In the end, Katie may help Bill convince Will. Katie could try to persuade Will that they should all join Bill's squad when she determines that Spencer is the best option. That will create a remarkable family business. But what will Elektra think? Will must notify Elektra of this important information if he ultimately chooses to go from Forrester to Spencer. Elektra may be taken aback by this news, and feel disappointed that they will no longer be working together. Elektra may support Will's decision, but the couple may have to deal with new conflict as a result. Keep an eye out because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that if Katie and Will decide to pursue careers at Spencer Publications, Bill might be able to fulfill two of his employee desires. As Sheila finds out she is not allowed to attend Hope and Liam's wedding, Rich struggles with Eric's retirement. Brooke didn't want to interfere with Hope and Liam's wedding preparations. She saw that Ridge was not in a good mood and that he wishes his father had been honored. He didn't expect that response, but he was aware that sending him off into the sunset was difficult. Ridge was surprised that Eric was so furious after releasing his final collection, and he wanted his father to get out of the details. Ridge was asked by Brooke if he felt bad about telling Eric about his retirement. Ridge found it difficult to respond to the question. Eric served as a benchmark for what it required to be successful in the fashion industry. He questioned whether the man who started the business should have had complete control over the decision to leave. Ridge was unable to let go of the past. He was unable to ignore the possible health dangers associated with his father returning to his daily routine. Ridge was aware that Eric would never move away without being prodded in that direction. He knew that he would respond in the same manner as his father, and he hoped that someone would do the same for him. Ridge didn't want his father to live those last years because Eric was the kind of person who would never stop until he was dead and buried. Brooke wishes Eric had handled his retirement more skillfully. She reaffirmed that her husband would not be barred out because she was aware of how much he loved his father. As the head of Forrester Couture, it was Ridge's chance to leave his mark. Although he was grateful for her warm comments, he could not shake the picture of Eric walking away with his stepladder in hand and his head lowered. Donna and Eric went over some of the press pieces concerning his abrupt retirement at the Forrester mansion. Donna believed that Ridge's public announcement of his retirement was incorrect. But Eric stood back and considered whether his moment in the limelight was over. The forced retirement imposed on him by family members had utterly overwhelmed him. Though he couldn't go back in time, Eric regretted some of the things he said to his father. Donna desired Eric would show Ridge the sketches and reminded him that he was still very gifted. Ridge ignored Eric's arguments. His son didn't seem to want to collaborate with him. Donna believed that retirement would allow them to spend more time together, and made an effort to convince Eric of its benefits. Eric talked about the honors and prizes he has won throughout the years. In spite of this, his primary focus was Donna. She asked him to consider the positive aspects of this. He wondered if Ridge was doing things for the right reasons because there was more time for travel and leisure. Donna was asked by Eric if she was happy for Hope and Liam. He was also thrilled, and Beth's performance at the ceremony was the highlight of it all. Eric disclosed that he wanted some space and would not be attending the wedding. Because of the enormous media attention around his retirement, he didn't want his appearance to ruin their day. When Hope and Liam talked about Eric's retirement, he saw it as a significant shift for the business. Hope declared that it was time for the new guard to take over, and referred to Eric as a legend. Neither of them knew what to anticipate because Beth kept quiet about the wedding specifics. Hope was aware that Brooke helped Beth with some of the preparation, so they were certain it would be an unforgettable event. They were happy that they had decided to let Beth keep Sheila out of the wedding. Hope didn't want her relationship with Deacon to suffer as a result either. Liam remembered Sheila's near-death experience while attempting to save Steffi. Hope was sympathetic, but she didn't want to put her daughter in a difficult situation just to cheer Sheila up. Although Beth was thrilled to be getting married to her parents, she wouldn't share any of the preparations with them. They told Beth that they would always be a family, even if they never reconciled. They always had an excess of love, which is what creates a family. What was always there was only strengthened by the wedding. Sheila thought about Eric's retirement with Deacon, and she was a little saddened by the news. She wanted to color coordinate with her spouse when choosing a dress for Hope and Liam's wedding. She couldn't wait to come at the ceremony on his arm, and was thrilled to be part of the family celebrations. Sheila was eager for Deacon to walk his daughter down the aisle. This was their opportunity to show off their revived passion to all of their doubters after months of hardship. Deacon reminded her that the guest list was quite small because it was Hope and Liam's event. Sheila was unfortunate to learn that Deacon had concealed a significant secret from her. She was not invited to Hope and Liam's wedding. She said he didn't comprehend. He hoped that the fallout from Luna had subsided. Even though Bill committed much bigger blunders with the recently deceased murderer, she thought he was invited. Deacon expressed regret for keeping his wife away from the event. He reminded her that the bride and groom, along with their young daughter, made the final decision. He responded with, "Did you explain to her how important this was? I mean, for people to see us together, that we are back together and stronger than ever."